Hey everyone, my name is Sakairis, welcome back to the channel, and today's video is going to be a little bit different. We're doing another one where there's no music, no funny jokes, just some straight talk about a subject that even though I have absolutely no relation or connection or interest in any of the organizations or people that I'm about to mention, still pisses me off enough that I want to talk about it. Literally some of the stuff that I'm going to talk about here isn't even 12 hours old, so if there's further developments, please forgive me. I am making this video very soon after this has all happened. So this story comes out of the esports scene, specifically the Dota 2 scene. Michael Ross Jr., aka Ninjaboogie, is a professional Dota 2 player with a team called SMG. He has been around in the Dota community for a very long time and has apparently been playing Dota 2 professionally since at least 2012. On May 20th, Michael's team SMG posted that they and Ninjaboogie were departing ways. However, they didn't give any reason for why they were doing this. Shortly after, Michael commented on the post saying, "Tell them the real reason for the kick." This cryptic message obviously got some people talking in the comments, and Michael would give his own elaboration onto what he meant in a post on his own Twitter page a few hours later. Michael elaborated in his post that the real reason he was kicked from SMG was that his mom had recently passed away due to a stroke, and that SMG assumed that the loss would affect Michael's performance. Their solution? Kick him from the team entirely. To give you the full story from what Michael has said so far, his mother was admitted to the hospital after suffering a stroke on the 12th. Michael was with his mother at the time this happened and requested that his flight back to the rest of the team be moved from the 14th to the 20th so that he could stay with her until either she was discharged from the hospital or passed away due to complications. His teammate then messaged him on the 14th asking about his decision, to which Michael sent this reply. "I want to stay in Cebu while my mom is in the hospital being monitored until the weekend due to the recent stroke she had. She will be discharged Monday tops. The outcome can only be two things. She's okay for the meanwhile, or she sadly passes away due to complications. Already spoke to the doctor, and my whole family gave the DNR, do not resuscitate, approval to the doctor. I'm certain I want to play, and regardless of the outcome, my motivation will not waver. My aunt is with her in the hospital and gives me updates on her situation, and I have been spamming MMR with the free time I have. She even told me herself today that I should go, but I can't leave her at a critical time like this. I would see myself as a failure as a son. I just need to settle a few more things before her hopeful discharge, and I will be good to join you all back in the boot camp. I hope my decision is to your liking." Despite Michael's hopes that his mother would recover, she did end up passing away on the 16th, and despite this, in a statement to the esports news provider Esports, Michael said that the team had actually kicked him on the 14th, right after he gave his answer about flying back to join the rest of the team late. Despite his willingness to continue and dedicate himself to SMG, even in the face of a possible great tragedy, the team apparently decided that Michael would be too torn up over the loss to compete in their upcoming summer tournament, and so they cut him. As I said earlier, SMG posted their goodbye message to Michael with no indication as to why they had parted ways, and thankfully Michael didn't take this quietly. Additionally, Michael would confirm in another tweet buried in the replies of the original that his father had passed away at the beginning of the pandemic, and that since, his career earnings had been almost completely exhausted, essentially confirming that his winnings from SMG was his main way of providing for his family. Man, imagine how shitty it must be to lose a loved one and then have your employer straight up fire you less than a week later because they're more worried about your performance in a video game than they are about you. I'm not into esports, so I can't really give any opinions about this or how this will affect whatever championship they're going into or anything, but I don't need to know that this is an incredibly effed up reason for kicking someone from any team, much less a pro esports team. They could have easily just placed him on a temporary leave of absence and brought in a temporary player. It's not just me saying this either, it seems like a lot of people in the Dota community agree with this point. As of right now, SMG has not come out with an official response to Michael's accusations, which I find very strange considering that this tweet has been out for almost a full 12 hours. If I'm being honest, they probably know that they're a bit fucked with the backlash from this and they're trying to figure out how to deal with it without setting people off. One of Michael's friends gave evidence before all this went down that he was going to try and get SMG to front him some tournament winnings so that he could afford to pay the hospital bills. And honestly, even though he's not on the team anymore, that's the least that SMG could do at this moment. They had options. options other than kicking one of their players and placing him in a rough financial situation. All of this is fairly recent, and as of me writing this video, this story isn't even 12 hours old yet, so there may be future developments that I'll cover in a follow-up video if anything of importance happens. I only hope that SMG does the right thing here and at least helps Michael out of the financial situation that they essentially put him in. With that being said, my name is Sakairis, and I will see you all next time. Peace.